Canine Fitness, something that you're going to see often in all of my videos or other dog fitness videos is dogs training on canine fitness equipment. And I thought it'd be really cool to explain what it's actually for, what it does, and the different kinds that's out there, so that way you can find out like, oh, what pieces should I start with? Or do I even need that right now? And just kind of have a better understanding of how it works. This is also my cat, Colonel Mustard. My dog Diesel's taking a nap on his bed right here, but I have more room on the floor here to show you guys. So that's what we're gonna go over in today's video. My name's Caitlin, by the way, if you're new here. I love sharing enrichment ideas, canine fitness, and product reviews on my channel. So if any of that sounds really fun to you, make sure to hit the subscribe button because I share awesome content like this every single week. And I'd love for you to be here. And I guess Colonel does too. He's my audience for the day. And he's the best audience there is, let's be real. So let's start with what canine fitness equipment is for. Now, one of the biggest things is to provide additional challenges for your dog during their fitness training, to whether it's leveling up in beginner exercise to more intermediate, advanced to expert, you name it, coming up with combinations that really challenge your dog's muscles. That's a big part of it, right? But the root of it and where it all started, he's giving me love nibbles, he's so cute. Where it all started was to aid in proprioception, which is a fancy word for body awareness. And fun fact, by the way, I have a video on my channel, definitely check it out. I'm gonna do a card here, and I'm also gonna link it in the description. I have a video about senior dogs and how their body awareness changes over time. It ties into this perfectly. It's a really good video because whether your dog is a senior right now or not, it's something that, one, your dog's gonna be a senior at some point, and trust me, I wish that could be avoided. I don't want him to age ever. But it's stuff that you could start doing now to set them up for success as they get older. Or if you do have a senior dog currently that's in great condition, it's something that could help them stay strong as they get older. He's biting my toes, guys. This is Colonel. He's being so silly. He's such a ginger cat. It's insane. But check out that video. What it really comes down to as well is that proprioception and being aware of where their body is. That's what it means, is body awareness. And where that goes to is where they're putting their front feet, their back feet, how they're turning on something, where they're moving. Because fun fact, all dogs pretty much have no idea where their back feet are because 60% of their weight is in the front half of their body. Their chest and their head are the heaviest parts of their body. So why would they put attention to their back feet if most of it's up front? They're gonna be more up front. It does make sense, but that's the reason why we need to train both sides so that way not only are they equally strong, but they're aware of where everything is. Because especially if you do dog sports, your dog has to know where they're putting their feet, where they're turning, where they're running, where they're twisting, or else they can't make it. And then if you check out my senior dog video, you'll also see that how that helps as they age, so they know how to get around even in their own home. It's a whole thing. So canine fitness equipment can really help with that, because especially when you're doing dog fitness exercises, if your dog doesn't know where their feet are or where their body is on fitness equipment, especially as you start adding in something like this right here or this, which we'll get into in a minute, you could actually create improper form, which the goal of canine fitness is to help prevent injury and stuff like that in dogs, but you could actually be creating it. So of course we want to avoid that. So that is essentially where canine fitness kind of comes into play, or the equipment. So now I want to break down kind of what the kinds are and give examples and show you how they work. So you have, in the canine fitness equipment world, you have stable and unstable equipment. He is really working it right now, you guys. You have stable and unstable equipment. Stable is objects like the Blue 9 Climb. I'm gonna get that out in a second. I want to lump in the FitPaws balance pad. It's not technically 100% stable, but it's like the first level of any type of unstable. It's very low level. And an aerobic bench. That is all in the stable category. When you go into the unstable category, that is our inflatable equipment. Oh, I guess technically in the stable equipment too is like targets, which again, we're gonna start with those. But yeah, the unstable is all our inflatable equipment, which is anything that you see kind of that I was just holding up. Those were examples of unstable. So what you should always do when you're new to canine fitness is anytime you're learning an exercise for your dog, you're always starting on unstable equipment. You never want to start on anything that is unstable because your dog might not be ready for it. You could scare them and they could lose their balance and again, hurt themselves. You never want to do that. So I wanted to start, I'm going to pull the Climb over here. Well, actually, no, we're gonna start with the targets. I'd rather do that. So I'm gonna have to scoot closer, Cornell, because this is small. What's up, buddy? He's so cute. Oh my gosh, let's go right here. Good job. Okay, so my favorite targets that I use, and I'm gonna grab this one too. This first one here, let me turn around so you can see. This is the FitPaws Canine Fit Mat. As you can see, there's the FitPaws logo in the middle. What's cool about this is you see these little nubs right here. This is kind of like, I want to show you just, you can see just how they're not that tall, but then like the texture of them and how they are kind of little nubs and stuff like that. Same with this. This is the FitPaws Trax Targets. A little bit shorter nubs. This is a little bit heavier compared to that, and this comes in a set of 2. But again, you see these little nubs, right? You're probably like, okay, well, what do those nubs do? It's just this weird mat. What those nubs do is when your dog puts their feet on them, it actually sends a signal from your dog's feet to their brain to let them know, hey, you put your foot there. Isn't that cool? Like, I think that's so cool. Like, when you're training front paw targeting, rear paw targeting, you start on the ground with stuff like this. You are teaching them, hey, I want your feet to end up there, and you're rewarding that behavior, and they start to put 2 and 2 together. It is the coolest thing to watch your dog figure out where their feet are. I know I'm a nerd about this stuff, but like for all my fellow canine fitness nerds, you're really going to enjoy it too, because the second you suddenly see your dog just laterally step onto something because you gave them the cue, it's the coolest feeling in the world. You're like, my dog is so smart and so skilled and talented. It's the best. So on all canine fitness equipment that is unstable, and a lot of the targets like this have textures like this, because it really matters even more for your dog to know where their feet are, because they're usually balancing and stabilizing themselves on this unstable equipment while trying to maintain proper form. And if they don't know where they are, they can't do that. So you're gonna see that on everything we have here, but that is just the beginning of what I still will consider stable equipment, because we use that on the ground, or you'll hear the term on the flat very often. The next piece of stable equipment that I use all the time, I gotta move this unstable equipment, is from a brand called Blue Nine. They are known for their signature product called the Climb. And it might block out me, but it's like, there we go. It's like this big. This is the Blue Nine Climb. And I currently have the feet plugged in upside down, so for an exercise I was doing, so don't mind me. But what the Climb does, I'm gonna get closer, is it has its own special traction surface. And as you can see, it's got these little polka dots, right? And it's kind of like this. That's kind of the actual material. And it has these little nubs. And what's cool about the Climb is that this, I just realized I was cut off. This is a very sturdy platform. It can hold up to like 500 pounds. It's UV stabilized, so you can train indoors, outdoors. It's not going to be affected. It cleans off really easily, and it's just a very multi-purpose training platform. I think sometimes people often will see this and think they can only do like a couple things with it. No, you could do a lot. I have 5 or 6 of these. I connect them, I interchange them, I combine them to do multiple things, whether it's fitness training or stuff around the house, guys. I've made ramps with these. They're really cool. But what I love about this is that they also have their own little traction mat, which, to be honest, this surface is great if you're doing just like little things, but like I personally only prefer to use it with the mat, and this is just one of those regular rubber mats. I kind of compare it to one of the thin like gym floor type mats or something like that, but it's really nice. I've had this for, gosh, I've had these mats for a while, and Diesel right here is next to me right here. I've always had a harder time keeping his nails short because he's always had really long quicks no matter what we've done. And this still, I mean, look at it. It still looks brand new. There's no scratch marks on it. The quality of the Climb is really, really good. But this is a fantastic, stable piece of equipment to train on, especially when you have dogs of different sizes. Or because it has different things that you can put into it. So for instance, all the Climbs come with these tall legs. So you can have it tall, you can get a set of these short legs. They also have these little nubs here. They're called their Sure Feet. You can actually just kind of plug this in to the top here. And this is great to kind of keep it at that lowest level where it would be, where their feet are. And this platform works for basically all size dogs. It works for tiny to extra large. And because you can connect multiple ones together, like I always connect 2 when I'm doing certain exercises with Diesel, your dog always has plenty of room. So it's a very multi-use platform. It is one of my favorite stable platforms. And fun fact as well, I actually have a discount code to Blue9 because I work with them all the time. If you want to save 20% on your order, use code SPARKLES20. I'll put it on the screen here and you can save 20% off. It's a really great deal. I currently don't have any other awesome promo code like that with any other canine fitness brand, so definitely take advantage of that. Their stuff is great, and that discount actually goes a long way, so check that out. So in terms of stable equipment, that is the Climb. Those are the targets, and I feel so bad. Colonel's on the next one I want to show, and I just made a move when he was in front of me. Colonel, can I have this? I'm so sorry. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, this is, and I might as well grab this too before he lays on it because I need that next. This is the Fit Paws Balance Pad. This is one of my all-time favorite pieces of canine fitness equipment because I think this is one of the most versatile pieces, especially if you're a beginner, because this, it's like a foam pad, right? So it's not fully stable. It's not as rock solid as like the Climb over there, but this is a fantastic way to introduce a low level of balance and stabilization because your dog is still having to shift a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what I'm going to show you in the unstable category. And what's great is you can easily use this to do some initial leveling up of any of your foundational exercises, front paw targeting, rear paw targeting, side stepping, tuck sit, position changes. Like there's so much that you can do. And you can add this on top of, I feel like Colonel's about to jump over the phone onto my desk. You can add this on top of and in conjunction with your other fitness equipment, whether unstable or stable. Like the options are endless, but this is one of my favorite pieces that I love recommending to anyone, there he goes, to anyone who's wanting to get started with adding a little bit of instability or you want to just kind of start slowly leveling up some exercises. This is fantastic. I use this today in so many different ways, and it's making some of my beginner exercises intermediate. Like it's great. What this is on the other side here, this is what they recently launched in the past year or so. This is the Fit Paws cover or balance pad cover, and this texture, I'll get a little closer. It's really heavy duty. It's kind of like that. I'm going to get closer so you can see kind of the little ridges there. It's got a good grip texture, so when your dog's on it, you don't have to worry about them sliding around. I did this so you could kind of hear what the material was like. This is one of those things that no matter what you get or how you keep your dog's nails trimmed, I mean, unless they're like so short it's insane, but like no matter how long you keep or how short you keep your nails trimmed, it's always going to do some wear and tear on this. Like Annie's nails I keep pretty good, and she contributes to this just as much as Diesel's long nails. So I personally love the cover. I only have one of these though. I have, I think I have 4 balance pads total. I only have one cover. So I use this one a lot in conjunction with one of my other ones, but I would love covers for like almost all of them. I think it does a really good job, and they sell the balance pad by itself or the bundle. And I'm going to link everything below, by the way, if you guys just want to check it out. I'm not obviously telling you guys to buy anything necessarily if you don't want to, but I want you to at least be able to see like what's out there. And they do sell this as a bundle, and I believe there's like a discount with the bundle. There may not be. That may have been like a one-time thing, but check it out regardless. It's pretty great. So that is the balance pad. He's waking up from his nap. Are you going over there, buddy? He's like, why is the door shut? It's because my other cat was like causing chaos. I had to shut the door. What I wanted to show you about this one, this is also from Fit Paws. It has a new product design that just came out, and I thought it'd be really cool to show it in this video since we're talking about different surfaces. Right, Weasel? Does that sound good? Oh, thank you. So this is the Fit Paws Balance Ramp. This is the original. So you can see you've got the little nubs. This is inflatable. And with all inflatables, by the way, you can adjust the challenge by increasing or decreasing the inflation with the pump that you can get. Blue9, I believe, is sold separately. Fit Paws is usually included with their inflatable objects. This is the original balance ramp. What they recently changed it to is this. This is the new Fit Paws Balance Ramp. It's not necessarily inflatable, but it does have an inflation or an stabilization challenge. So I want to show you the surface because this surface is different than anything they have in their entire product line, which is really cool and unique. So I want to show you. This is the first side that has kind of little diamonds. As you can see, this is also kind of more of a rubbery type material. It's not the same as their other inflation objects. And then, or other products. And then this is the other side. It's kind of got perpendicular like lines and stuff like that. I personally don't have a favorite side just yet. I've still been playing with it for a little bit, but I love both sides. And what's cool about this has like a little air pocket right on the back here or on the front. And so that way when your dog is stabilizing on it, they're still shifting their weight, but it's not as like necessarily drastic. Well, not drastic, but like as big as of a movement as like on this, right? So this I think is really cool. I really like where they were going with this, and I'm excited to keep playing with it. We've been doing a lot of different exercises. I've created some combo exercises for Annie. It's been really fun. So definitely check that out. It's pretty cool. The next thing, now I want to get into the actual inflatables. And I'm going to show you a couple of different styles from the two brands, FitPaws and Blue Nine. They obviously have more. I have more in my closet. But if I showed you everything, we'd be here a little too long. So I'm not going to do that. This is FitPaws' signature Canine Fit Bone. This is kind of a fantastic all-in-one inflatable object. You can do so many exercises with this. Front paw targeting, rear paw targeting, position changes. You can do so many things with this. This is another one of those, like if you're looking for an inflatable product to get, I highly recommend this one if you're starting out. This other one here is also a fantastic option too. It's just kind of a personal preference on what you like, but I'm going to show you that one next. This one has two surfaces, and you're going to find this a lot with certain canine fitness equipment. The Fit Bone here and the next one I'm going to show you have two different surfaces. The new balance ramp did as well. But usually what a lot of things have like this that are inflatable, you see how this side has like the higher little like nubs and stuff like that? They have this side, and then they also have a second side, and this has shorter little bumps on it, right? This is actually for dogs with more sensitivity. So if you do have a dog that falls into that category, they have an option for you, and you don't have to feel like, oh, well, it only comes like this. My dog wouldn't like that. You have an option too, which I think is really great. And this other product, this is from Blue Nine. This is the Propel Air platform. This is their version. This is their sensitive dog side, and this is the regular side as well. I'd say the Fit Bone has slightly higher nubs, but these are also a little more rounder and wider versus those that are a little more triangular. So if that also kind of like shows you, I kind of almost want to say the Fit Bone can give you a little bit more inflation compared to the Propel. But I also use these items for different exercises. So depending on what you want to do with them is kind of how that comes into play. And by the way, Blue Nine also, this is a brand new color. This just launched at the end of 2025. And as you can tell, I really like pink. So I love this. The Fit Bone also comes in many colors. But these pink Propels are where it's at. Let me tell you. The last thing I wanted to show you is from FitPaws again, and it is another one of my favorite pieces of canine fitness equipment. I actually have 3 of these. I only grabbed 2 because the second one was actually kind of underneath a couple things in my closet, and I was kind of scared to try to find it. Try to dive in there. I gotta clean that closet, something fierce. This is their balance disc. This comes in 3 different sizes. I'm gonna link the main balance disc below. This is the largest, this is the smallest. The in-between size is what I have in my closet still. But I love the balance disc because to me, this is a really great way to level up a lot of foundational exercises and create some very advanced exercises as well. For instance, one exercise that I love leveling up with and switching to inflation with a balance disc is pivoting. So if you always teach pivoting on a stable surface first. I love using, if you have a dog that's like 85 pounds and under, I love using like the Tractor Supply feed tub. Anything over than that, I actually recommend using the balance pad just because your dog's going to fall through it no matter how many things you put underneath it. Or of course, like another stable object like a book or a dog bowl that's got a grip on it. It's not like slippery. You always just want to make sure there's like a surface that they can stick to. Or you have your climb, you can teach pivoting on that too. But if you want to add inflation, the balance disc is really great to kind of change that and level that up because your dog can stay, it's circular, so they can kind of stay and go around. And it's a really great way to level it up. So I love using the balance disc for that. And I use it for a lot of different things too. One of Annie's routines that I've been doing recently is I actually put this balance disc on top of my climb at an angle, and she's doing rear paw target on that because she's a boss. She's really cool. So that's another one of my all-time favorite pieces of fitness equipment. You can do a lot of different things with that. And that is kind of the breakdown I wanted to give to you guys. I hope that was helpful so you could have a better understanding of how it works, what to do, what it does, and seeing actual examples of this equipment. If you go to my Canine Fitness playlist on here, you'll see so many different videos showing the exercises and the equipment in use. I didn't want to do anything like that in this video just because I have so much of that on the channel. I truly wanted this to be an introduction video. And so I hope if you have any questions, I hope this answered them, but feel free to leave any in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to help. I love it when people start Canine Fitness or they're just curious and really want to have a better understanding of how to level it up or just how to do it in general. So hope you guys have a awesome day. I'll see you in the next video, and yeah, have a great day. Bye.